Welcome, everyone. I'm glad you could join us today. We're here to explore the qualification of PassBox. My name is Dr. S.K. Singh, and I hold a PhD in this field. In this presentation, we'll cover the key aspects of PassBox qualification, including its importance, testing procedures, and standards. We'll keep it concise and straightforward, so let's get started. Welcome to today's discussion on PassBoxes. So, what exactly is a PassBox? It's essentially an interlocked chamber designed specifically for transferring materials between different controlled areas. The key here is that it helps us move items safely without compromising the environment. By doing so, it prevents contamination and plays a crucial role in maintaining the integrity of cleanrooms. This is especially important in industries like pharmaceuticals or biotech, where cleanliness is non-negotiable. Now, why do we need to qualify these PassBoxes? Well, qualification helps us verify that their design, operation, and performance all meet good manufacturing practice, or GMP, requirements. This ensures that the equipment functions as intended, supporting a sterile and controlled environment. So, in the bigger picture, understanding and qualifying PassBoxes is essential to maintaining quality and safety in our production processes. Let's take a closer look at the regulatory framework that guides our manufacturing practices. When we talk about key expectations from major guidelines, there are several important standards to keep in mind. First, the WHO GMP emphasizes contamination control and transfer procedures, which are critical for ensuring product safety and quality. Then, we have the EU GMP Annex 1, which focuses specifically on sterile manufacturing support systems. These are vital for maintaining a sterile environment. Moving over to the US, the FDA's CGMP provides comprehensive requirements for quality manufacturing practices across the board. Lastly, the ISO 14644 series sets the standards for cleanroom environments and associated controlled environments. These standards help us maintain the cleanliness and control needed for sensitive production processes. It's also important to remember that qualification processes must be aligned with quality risk management principles, meaning we should always assess and mitigate risks throughout the qualification lifecycle. Overall, these guidelines form a cohesive framework that supports our commitment to quality, safety, and compliance in all aspects of manufacturing. Let's walk through the qualification lifecycle, which is a critical part of ensuring equipment performs as intended. It all starts with program planning, where we lay out the strategy and scope. Then, we move into risk assessment to identify potential issues early on. Next, we go through the sequence of qualification steps: DQ, IQ, OQ, and PQ. Each of these stages plays a vital role in validating different aspects of the equipment: design, installation, operational performance, and ultimately, performance in real-world conditions. Documentation is key throughout this process, as it provides the evidence needed to demonstrate compliance and proper functioning. After qualification, we have release and trending, where we verify that the equipment continues to perform reliably over time. If needed, requalification is performed to reassess and ensure ongoing compliance. Now, let's clarify what qualification actually means. It's about providing documented evidence that the equipment performs as we expect it to. The design qualification, or DQ, confirms that the design meets the requirements. Installation qualification, or IQ, verifies that the equipment has been installed correctly. Operational qualification, or OQ, tests that the equipment operates properly within its specified parameters. And performance qualification, or PQ, proves that the equipment consistently produces the desired results in actual operational conditions. All these steps are interconnected and essential for maintaining quality and compliance throughout the life cycle of the equipment. Let's talk about design qualification, or DQ, which is a crucial step in ensuring our PassBox design is suitable for its intended use. The main goal here is to verify that the design meets all necessary requirements before we move forward. First, we need to focus on the materials of construction. It's essential that the surfaces are smooth and cleanable, because this helps maintain a sterile environment and prevents contamination. Next, the interlock system plays a vital role. It prevents both doors from opening at the same time, which is key to maintaining airflow and cleanliness standards. We also need to consider lighting, finishes, and seals. Good lighting allows for proper inspection, while high-quality finishes and seals ensure there's no leakage and that everything remains sterile. Airflow is another critical aspect. Depending on the application, we might need unidirectional airflow or extraction systems to control particle movement and maintain the clean environment. Finally, all these elements must comply with cleanroom design principles. This ensures that the pass box integrates seamlessly into the overall cleanroom environment and supports our quality and safety standards. In essence, the DQ process ensures that every component and feature of the pass box is designed to meet strict cleanliness and functionality requirements, which is fundamental to the success of our overall cleanroom operations. Let's talk about installation qualification, or IQ. This is a crucial step to ensure that everything has been installed correctly and aligns with our design plans. First, we need to verify that the physical installation matches the drawings and specifications we initially approved. This means checking that all components are in the right place and installed as intended. Next, we look at electrical connections and grounding. Proper wiring and grounding are vital for safety, equipment performance, and compliance. We also need to confirm that safety interlocks are present and installed correctly. These are essential for protecting operators and maintaining safe operation. We shouldn't forget inspecting doors, frames, and seals, making sure they're properly installed and intact to prevent contamination or leaks. On the documentation side, we want to review checklists to confirm all steps were followed. As-built drawings are also important. They show the final installed state of the equipment. Lastly, calibration certificates for measuring instruments ensure that our tools are accurate and reliable. All these points tie back to our overall goal, making sure our installation meets quality, safety, and regulatory standards from the very beginning. Now, let's talk about operational qualification, or OQ, which is a crucial step in ensuring our equipment functions correctly under controlled conditions. First, we perform door interlock tests. The key here is that only one door should open at a time to prevent any cross-contamination or accidents. If this interlock is violated, the system should trigger audible or visual alarms to alert us immediately. Next, we look at lighting and electrical aspects. It's essential that the area has adequate illumination so everything is visible, and that the power supply remains stable to support consistent operation. Proper lighting and stable electrical conditions help maintain a safe and efficient environment. We also need to check surface cleanability. The surfaces should be smooth, with no rough spots that could trap contaminants, making cleaning easier and more effective. This is vital for maintaining cleanliness and preventing contamination issues. If static or particle checks are part of your validation process, you'll want to perform those as well, but only if your specific equipment or process requires it. Remember, all these tests should be conducted within predefined acceptance limits to confirm everything is performing as expected. Connecting all these points, the overall goal of OQ is to verify that the equipment operates reliably and safely in conditions that mirror actual use. By thoroughly checking these aspects, we ensure our process is both compliant and capable of producing quality results. Now, let's talk about performance qualification, or PQ, which is a critical part of ensuring our processes perform reliably in real-world conditions. During PQ, we evaluate how well the system functions during routine operation, focusing on key aspects like contamination control. This means monitoring for any unwanted particles or microbes that could compromise product quality. We also measure particle counts during material transfer to ensure that our transfer processes don't introduce contamination. Environmental monitoring plays a vital role here, including microbiological sampling of surfaces and air swabs to verify that our environment remains clean and controlled. Another important aspect is simulating typical transfer scenarios, basically putting ourselves in real working conditions to see how the system performs. This helps us demonstrate reproducibility over time, confirming that our processes are consistent and reliable. All these steps are crucial because they verify that our controlled environment and procedures work effectively in everyday operations, ultimately supporting the quality and safety of our products. When it comes to acceptance criteria, the most important thing is to define clear and specific standards. These criteria serve as the benchmarks that tell us exactly what needs to be achieved for a task or a project to be considered complete. By setting clear criteria, we ensure that everyone involved understands the expectations right from the start. This helps prevent misunderstandings and reduces the need for rework later on. It's also crucial that these criteria are measurable and testable, so we can objectively verify that the work meets the requirements. Remember, well-defined acceptance criteria are the foundation for quality and successful delivery, aligning everyone with the overall goals of the project. Now, let's talk about the essential documents involved in our protocols and SOPs. First, we have the Qualification Protocol. This document outlines the scope, responsibilities, methodology, and criteria for qualification activities. It's basically our roadmap to ensure everything is properly validated and meets quality standards. Next, we have the test scripts. These are detailed, step-by-step procedures that guide us through testing processes. They ensure consistency and thoroughness every time we perform a test. Then, there are the Standard Operating Procedures, or SOPs. These documents cover critical aspects like safe operation and cleaning procedures, as well as the proper use of doors and interlocks. SOPs are our go-to for maintaining safety and operational integrity in our facility. Finally, we have change control procedures. These are crucial for managing modifications, whether it's equipment, processes, or protocols. They help us document, review, and approve changes systematically, ensuring everything remains compliant and traceable. All these documents form the backbone of our quality management system, ensuring we operate safely, consistently, and in accordance with regulatory standards. They're interconnected and vital to maintaining the integrity of our processes. Let's talk about requalification and maintenance, which are essential parts of keeping our systems in top condition. Requalification is required periodically, typically on an annual basis, to ensure everything remains compliant and functioning properly. It's also necessary after major repairs or if we move equipment to a new location, as these events can impact performance. Additionally, environmental incidents, such as spills or contamination events, call for requalification to verify that safety and quality standards are maintained. Now, moving on to maintenance activities. Regular checks of door and gasket integrity are crucial because any wear or damage can compromise the environment. Interlock function tests are equally important. They make sure safety mechanisms are working correctly, preventing accidental breaches. Lastly, updating cleaning validation processes ensures that our cleaning protocols remain effective and in line with the latest standards. All of these activities, requalification and maintenance, are interconnected and vital for maintaining the overall integrity of our operations, ensuring safety, compliance, and quality throughout the life cycle of our equipment and facilities. Let's take a look at some common issues we might encounter and how we can troubleshoot them effectively. One frequent problem is interlock failure, which can often be caused by misalignment or sensor faults. Ensuring proper alignment and checking sensor functionality are key steps to resolve this. Another issue is difficulty in cleaning, which typically relates to a poor surface finish. Improving the surface quality or adjusting cleaning procedures can help address this problem. We also see contamination excursions, which usually stem from gaps in operational procedures. Reinforcing proper procedures and training staff accordingly can significantly reduce these incidents. To remediate these issues, We can perform sensor calibration to ensure accurate readings, revise standard operating procedures to close any gaps, and provide retraining to ensure everyone is on the same page. By understanding these common issues and their root causes, we can maintain a more reliable and efficient operation, keeping our processes running smoothly and minimizing downtime. Let's talk about documentation and reporting, which is a crucial part of ensuring quality and compliance. First, we'll focus on the essential documents that you need to keep track of. These include IQ, OQ, and PQ reports. These are your installation, operational, and performance qualification reports that verify systems and processes are functioning as intended. Then, there are deviation logs and investigation reports, which document any deviations from expected performance and the investigations carried out to understand and address them. Calibration records of instruments are also vital, as they confirm that your measurement tools are accurate and reliable. Lastly, a comprehensive summary report with a clear conclusion provides an overarching view of the validation process and outcomes. Now, moving on to the key principles of documentation. It must be complete, covering all necessary information without gaps. It also needs to be traceable, meaning anyone should be able to follow the documentation trail to understand the process or identify issues. And of course, documentation has to be reviewed and approved by the appropriate personnel to ensure accuracy and accountability. These best practices are not just about compliance. They support the integrity of our processes and help us maintain high standards. Remember, thorough and well-maintained documentation underpins everything we do in quality assurance and regulatory compliance. Now, let's talk about the conclusions we can draw from this. Passbox qualification is essential because it helps us ensure controlled material transfer, which is critical for maintaining the integrity of our cleanrooms. When done properly, it also supports regulatory compliance, a key aspect in our industry. Remember, the qualification process must follow a structured sequence: DQ, IQ, OQ, and PQ. Each step builds on the previous one to guarantee that the passbox performs as intended. Additionally, having clear acceptance criteria and thorough documentation is vital. It not only helps us verify that everything meets standards, but also provides traceability and confidence in our processes. Overall, this structured approach is fundamental to maintaining high standards in our cleanroom environments and ensuring everything runs smoothly and within compliance. For further support, please feel free to contact us. We're here to help and answer any questions you might have. And with that, I want to sincerely thank you all for your time and attention today. Your engagement is truly appreciated, and I hope you found the presentation valuable. Remember, we're always just a message or a call away if you need anything moving forward. Thanks again, and have a great day.